For those that don't know me, I'm Virginia Walton. I'm an executive coach. Prior to starting my coaching practice, I spent 24 years in the banking and finance industry, where I worked my way from a teller at a small community bank to senior vice president of a $27 billion bank by the time I was 38. I'd love to tell you that it was fancy degrees and family connections that got me there, but it was hard work and probably a lot of mistakes too. And most importantly, about 10 years ago, I had the opportunity to experience leadership coaching. And after reviewing my 360 survey results and hearing the Cliff Notes version of my life, the coach looked at me and said, "This all makes sense. Completely understand why you are where you are. And if you don't change, you're not going any further. If you don't change, you're not going any further." I was in my early 30s and at the lowest level of management and thought, wow, that sucks. So I embraced the process, initially just for career advancement, but along the way, I've really come to appreciate and be grateful for the value that coaching has and what it can do for you in your personal life as well as your professional life. Hence why I'm on this path now. So, one of the things I learned in my career was taking on too much and being at risk for burnout. So, today, we're going to talk about setting some boundaries. Now, if you think I'm going to spend the next 15 minutes or so telling you, you got to say no, tell the boss no when he puts you on that big project, or you can't help out on the PTO or the booster club or at church or with your kids' sports team. No, I'm not. We'll probably talk about that another day and how to balance all those demands. But I certainly don't say no. And I don't even have children yet. I've been coaching youth sports for going on 11 years and serve in a number of capacities in my town, community, and church. But you can start small. And it's really those little daily wins that will help keep you on track and keep you well. That's the most important thing. Because if you take on so much and don't take care of yourself and back burner yourself compared to your family, your job, and every other demand, you're really not helping them because you aren't giving them your best. Because you're not being your best because you're not taking care of yourself. So, we're just coming off the Memorial Day weekend. What did you do? Many probably had an extra day off. Did you find time to relax? Did you find time to sit and express gratitude for what this holiday was really about? That one I hope you really did. Because it wasn't about a bargain. It was about remembering those who gave their lives for our freedom. So whether you went to a parade or ceremony, or even if you just spent a few minutes quietly in your own mind to say, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to those men and women. Not only should we be thankful, but taking time to pause and be grateful, that's a huge way to help you stay on track mentally. So a win-win. Or now that we're coming out of the pandemic and restrictions are lifting and parades and barbecues and pool openings were all happening, were you running around like a crazy person? I know of at least 2 weddings this weekend. Was at one. So what did you choose? Did you kill yourself by overscheduling? Did you say no to some requests? Say no to, I need time. I'm going to take some downtime. I'm going to take Sunday afternoon and just completely chill out. A good romance novel or science fiction or binge watch. And just relax. What did you do? Listen, life happens. There's always going to be times when we're going to have extreme demands on our calendar. Whether it's personal and social commitments like you may have had this past weekend, or maybe it's big projects at work, right? As I was preparing for this, I thought of my friends in finance and accounting who, when we got to the end of the quarter, they went into 3 days of hell, right? They had to close the books, prepare financial statements. They knew their schedules were going to be disrupted for those first 3 days. So these tactics can apply there too. You have a few options. You could say, no, I am sticking to my daily disciplines and my habits, right? I call them daily disciplines. You know, exercise, bed on time, your water intake, prayer, meditation, yoga, 10 minutes with a quiet cup of coffee in the morning to set your day right and set your intentions, or just be quiet before you get into the chaos. Whatever works for you, right? You could have held fast. I'm not giving them up. Or maybe you said, screw it. You know what? I'm not going to worry about a workout. I'm not going to worry about my food choices. You know what? I'm not going to worry about trying to find, some quiet time. I'm just going to go to all these events and enjoy. Okay. Or how about a little balance? That's what I opted for. We had Brian's daughter's wedding on Monday and the Memorial Day parade, which you might think, well, skip the parade one year, Virginia. He's commander of the Sons of the American Legion. He has a responsibility to make sure that there are chairs and a speaker system and stuff for the ceremony, and that there's a safe way to get our older veterans there. It had to be done. So, okay. And we knew Sunday was running around with last minute things to help her with wedding prep and setup and rehearsal dinner. And it was just going to be chaos for a couple of days. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to worry about trying to get a workout in. I am, though, going to make sure I take time to meditate. I'm going to take time to yoga. Because not only are they good for me, they put me in the right frame of mind to help manage through that chaos. That's what works for me. Maybe a run is what works for you. So you might have been like, nope, I'm going for my run no matter what. And then I'll be well equipped to handle the chaos. That's okay too. So give yourself the grace on whatever you choose. Say, okay, but make it a conscious choice. If you chose number one and said, no, I need to be in bed on time and I need to get in my workout. Okay, great. Realize that mean that you weren't going to get any s'mores because you wanted to get a good night's sleep. That's okay. Personally, I'd pick sleep over s'mores, but that's my choice. But be okay with that. Don't beat yourself up that, oh, I missed the time around the fire. You made a choice. Accept it. Say, no, I got a good night's sleep. I feel good. And you know what? I probably didn't need the s'mores anyway. Or if you said, screw it. I'm just going to go with the flow. If I get in a workout, great. If I whatever. That's fine. Time bound that. Say, okay, come Tuesday morning, we're back on, right? So maybe that means I got to get to bed on time Monday night. Or maybe you say, you know what, I know it's going to roll through. So Tuesday, I'm going to start my reset so that Wednesday, I'm rocking and rolling. And today, you're bringing your A game on every aspect. Cool. But just don't let Tuesday become Thursday. And all of a sudden, now it's next weekend. Or maybe it's July 4th. And you're like, oh, shit. I haven't done anything healthy in 4 weeks. And now you're actually worse off. You're backwards. Make a conscious choice and stick to it. If it's, I'm going to just step away from it for 3 days, 4 days, do that. It's okay. Everybody needs a break. If you chose balance, say, okay, pick the things that you're going to hold to that will help you be the best you through that chaos, right? For me, it was meditation and some yoga. Maybe for you, it's, sitting and reading a book that is completely takes my mind elsewhere. Whatever. Do it. Like, I give myself grace. Yesterday, I had to recover. Being out till 1 a.m, not me anymore. My body said, you've eaten garbage. You've slept for nothing. We're taking a shutdown this afternoon. And so, okay. I enjoyed my food and my nap. And I moved on. And it's back to business today. The point is, it's not the big decisions. It's not when they come and ask you to be president of the PTO or lead the next charity event at the school. Yeah, those matter. You have to decide before saying yes to those commitments. Do I have the time? Can I do that well and meet all my other commitments without draining myself? It's the day as life happens. No matter what calendar or planning system you use, whether you're old school and you remember Franklin Covey like me, or you Google and you think, I have life planned out to the T. It doesn't go that way. It never does. There are peaks and valleys. You're going to have chaos with family, with work, with whatever else is important to you. It will ebb and flow. How you respond to those ebbs and flows is what will keep you from burning out. If you try to force, I'm going to meet all my daily habits that are for my own wellness and well-being, and I'm going to meet this chaos that I'm walking into for the next 2 days, week, for this project, something is going to break. You can't. It's too much pressure. Something will give. And odds are it'll be your health. So pick and be thoughtful about what you let slide for a few days and what you hold to. That's how you get through. And that's how you keep your stress and wear down. Do the things that fuel and calm you as you walk into chaos. What it is will be different for everybody. What works for me may not work for somebody else, and what works for somebody else may be awful for me. You got to find what you use, and it's trial and error. Give yourself grace. You know what? Life happens. Go with it. Don't try to live exactly to your calendar, because it will cost you your health. Trust me. You're going to hit that point of complete exhaustion. And not only will you be physically not well, but you'll be so mentally spent, you're not doing anyone any good. Everybody you want to help will be getting what's left. So, as things start coming back on our calendars, which we're excited for, we've got another big event Saturday. Actually, there's a couple that we've got commitments to again. Okay. We'll manage. We balance. If you've ever tried any type of balance, balance beam, if you remember gymnastics as a kid, if you've tried yoga, heck, even King of the Mountain, if you're old enough like me to remember trying to fight your friend off of a parking lot stop. The more you push, the more you wobble, and you eventually fall. But if you focus on one thing, you keep your balance. So when you walk into these chaotic times, especially as we're coming into the summer and things are opening back up and we can go places and we're going to jam our calendars full, find the point to focus on that will keep you balanced and get you through the chaos of a family event, a busy weekend with the kids and all their activities, a project deadline approaching at work. Focus on one thing and stick to it through that period. So with that, be well, my friends. Oh, I almost forgot. I guess I'm off my own kilter. Remember, even if this didn't resonate with you today, one of your friends might need to hear this. So consider sharing it so that you can help somebody else. And if you want to learn more, drop me a note, a comment here, LinkedIn, YouTube. Check out my website, virginiawalton.com. Send me a message, a text. Let's keep you on balance, and let's keep you well. Till next week.